What's up, Libra? I'm Emily, and this is going to be a weekly reading for you for August 10th through 17th of 2019. Now, to start off, we have your energy as the Ace of Wands. And you can see how bright and vibrant this card is. And that's exactly what the Ace of Wands is about. The Ace of Wands is the spark, the passion, the fire, the creativity, the motivation, the thing that drives you, the thing that, makes you feel alive, and not only alive, but like excited to be alive, excited to get up every day, excited to be you, to be doing whatever it is that you're doing. Now, for your reading though, it feels like this is really the medicine of your reading. This is the thing that you are being motivated, encouraged to connect with, because it feels like right now you're not feeling a whole lot of this Ace of Wands energy. And I say that because you're starting off with the Seven of Pentacles. And you have the Chariot, the Hierophant, Justice, and the Ten of Cups. So, this is actually a really beautiful reading. But with the Seven of Pentacles, this is about an energy of being kind of at a standstill, where you're, taking a pause to think about where you've been and where you're headed, and looking at the path that you're on and trying to decide, is it worth it? Like maybe you started a new project and it's been like challenge after challenge after challenge, and you feel like you're just like spinning your wheels, and you're wondering, like, should we redirect? Should we, try something different? Or do we just scrap this all together and start something different? But with the Seven of Pentacles, like, you've put a lot of time and energy into whatever it is that you've created, and you're looking at it, and there's also a nod here of patience, and maybe you've started something and you thought that you would see more by now. And that's not to say that it's wrong or it's bad or it's not the thing that you should be doing. It's just a need to assess it, to look through it and to ask those important questions. Is this worth it? Do we need to reconsider our approach to whatever it is that we're doing? And to clarify the Seven of Pentacles, we have the Two of Wands. And the Two of Wands is about, deciding if you're going to choose a different path. Am I going to stay on the path that I'm on, or is there another path? But the beauty with the Two of Wands is that you have options. You're not stuck here. There's an alternate route that you could take. And there's not necessarily a right or wrong here with the Seven of Pentacles. It's really all about, what do you think? What do you feel is best? And I say that because, to clarify the Chariot here, we have the Hermit. So the Chariot is about victory and success, but it's also about self-discipline. And, when I think of the Chariot, I always think of like the very traditional card where you have the person controlling the horses and there's no reins. And it's like the ability to take back control of your thoughts, and the way that your mental process might lead you off track, or lead you to believe that you're off track, when really maybe all you need to do is be patient. So this could go either way here with the Chariot, because like I said, the Chariot can absolutely mean forward motion. So this could very well mean that you've been in this kind of period of reflection and stagnation, and now things are about to move forward. But the reason that I think that this might mean more along the lines of kind of reining your thoughts back in is because with the Hermit, that's what hermit medicine really is about. It's about the need to sort of shut off the external and stop, seeking outside feedback and stop asking other people. Although that stuff is all important, it feels like right now, you've already done a lot of that. And now it's time to go within and ask yourself, like, what is it that I want? And when you think about the Ace of Wands, that's what this is really about. Like, is this thing, is whatever this is fulfilling me? Like, is this worth it to me? Is this something that I want to continue to put my time and my energy into? And it's not about what you think you should do. It's about what you want, what matters to you. And is the path that you're on in alignment with your values and your path? Is this your path, or are you on someone else's path? Are you on a path that someone told you should be on? And I say that because to clarify the Hierophant, we have the Ten of Wands. And the Hierophant's all about commitment, commitment. And I always say with this card that with commitment and responsibility does come a great deal of freedom. For example, if you were to take a higher level position in an organization, you do end up with, less supervision sometimes, or a greater salary that allows you the freedom to buy X, Y, Z, and so in its highest form, the responsibility, that the commitment can give you this freedom. But with the Ten of Wands is all about the heavy burden that you're carrying. And I always see the Ten of Wands as the burdens that aren't ours to carry. Like, if you look at this Ten of Wands in comparison to this Ace of Wands, it's like you've completely lost track of your spark. You've completely lost sight of what it is that made you start this in the beginning. And that leads me to think that maybe this isn't a thing that you chose in alignment with yourself, or maybe it was, and just, these 9 other wands got added here, and somewhere along the way, the spark went out. But the Ten of Wands is about, it's the end. The 10 is the culmination, and it's like you physically cannot take any more than this. Like, you might be a very strong person, but, there's no 11 of Wands. It's the 10 of Wands. That's it. You can't handle any more. And so what I'm wondering here is, where are you overcommitted to other people's wants and needs, or to the things that, other people expect from you? And this can be as simple as, my kids need this, my husband needs this, my job needs this, blah, blah, blah. But where are you making time for this? Where are you making time for the things that bring you life? It's like you can't, from what it looks like here, you don't have anything left to give other people. You're giving essentially from an empty cup. And really, that's what leads to this Ten of Wands. This is burnout. The Ten of Wands is burnout. That's the best way of saying it, the most simple way of saying it. And so even if these are things that started, things that gave you life, it's like, it's not feeling like that anymore. This is where responsibilities become obligations. This is when you start getting up in the morning and you say, I have to go to work, or I have to take the kids to school, instead of I get to go to work because I'm so lucky to have a job, because you're not feeling it. So this could just be a need for a change in perspective with the Hermit. But what I'm feeling, especially here with the Justice and the Ten of Cups, is that you're really needing to get some clarity about what you want. What you want. What is it that fills your cup? What are your hopes and your dreams and your aspirations? Like, what is the next right thing for you? And to clarify the Justice card, and Justice is your energy all day. This is Libra energy. This is your card in the tarot deck. This is, balance and fairness and equality. And this energy here, this is not balance and fairness and equality. This is you carrying the weight of the world. But to clarify justice here, we have the Six of Swords. And I love this. And these two cards in my readings almost always come out together. I'll try to show them together. But the Six of Swords literally looks like moving away from this energy. And you see here the rainbow at the top. And this is making a decision. Or at least getting the awareness. Getting the awareness that you have the capacity to make a choice to move away from this. To move away from this and move towards this. Because you deserve it. You deserve to be on a path that fulfills you. Like, this is your one and only life. You're not living for your boss. You're not living for your husband. And you can have the most love and honor and respect for them. But it's still your truth to follow your dreams. And when people love the work that they do, when people are happy in the lives that they're living, that happiness and that love and that light just spills out. It just radiates from them onto all of the people and all of the situations that they encounter. It is in all of the people around you's best interest for you to be happy. If you think about it that way, if you have a problem or think it's selfish to go after what you want, it's not. It's important because you're important and you're worth it. And it's time. It's time, especially with this Justice card here. This is what is your truth, Libra? What is your truth? What do you want? And then to clarify the Ten of Cups, we got the Knight of Pentacles and Judgment. And Judgment is about the universe literally calling you and asking you to follow your heart and to commit. The Knight of Pentacles is about commitment. It's about, it's at the beginning. It's not the queen. It's not the king. But it's being willing to step onto a new path and being willing to put in the work for yourself that will align with you and your highest self. And Judgment for me is always, it's a very spiritual card. This is about aligning to what is this? Aligning to the truth of who you are and the reason that you exist on earth. And the reason you exist is, to live your life. And if you are, in this energy, you're not living your life. You're surviving. And you're not meant to survive. You're meant to experience fulfillment and joy and love. Now, I wanted to pull you a couple oracle cards, and I actually pulled you one extra. And from the Surrender deck, we got Surrender Worry. And it says, make a commitment not to lead an anxiety-driven life. When worries arise, breathe them out of your body. Focus on the power of your heart and have faith that Spirit is guiding you always. How perfect is that? And then from the Keepers of the Light, we got Dharma unfolding. Remember that you are on a path. Take one step at a time towards happiness. Bam, right there. And then the last one I pulled for you is from Earth Magic, and it's Iceberg Submerged. And this card basically says that there's something within you that is dying to come out, you know. And this, you know, the submerged card can sometimes be about your shadow side or things that have been hidden that need to come to the surface to be dealt with, to be looked at. And it seems to me like that's what you're doing here. You're acknowledging that there's something that's not quite right about the situation that you're in. But the iceberg card is saying that, like, you cannot keep this energy locked away forever. You know, and this could be about some shadow work, but with the Ace of Wands here, I think this is about, like, you have some creative energy in you that is, like, just ready to burst. It's ready to come out. It's, you know, it's ready to be channeled. And you can do this in a lot of different ways. Like, a good way to start the flow of this would just be to sit down and start drawing, or get one of his adult coloring books, or, you know, sing, or like dance around to some music. Do something to break whatever barrier you have that is keeping your creative flow locked up. And once you do that, you know, these things will start falling into place. But you have to make a decision to commit to yourself and to commit to your path. So I hope that helped you guys, and I hope you all have a good week. I'll see you later. Bye.